Hello, YouTube viewers. This is Derek Diesel, and this is going to be my first episode of today's show on 18-wheeler. We're going to be talking about the trucking industry, schools, training, things of that nature, or any questions or concerns that you may have about the trucking industry. I'll be more than likely to find the answers for you. But anyway, starting off the first program, there's a lot of people that I talk to that's interested in getting into the trucking industry, right? So I'm going to present all the facts and all the myths, all the truths and the falses out here. So let's get one thing straight. First of all, obviously, if you want to become the truck driver, it's a lifestyle. First off, you're over the road or local or whatever. You're away from your family, so it's best if you want to get in this profession. The best is that you're single, not married, anything like that. So it takes away, if you're married, trying to do this, it takes away from the wife, from your children. It's really not fair to them. So you're better off, being single with no family, anything like that. Start doing this. And the thing about the trucking industry, this job, people claim that they be doing this for 25, 30 plus years. This is one job that you gotta save your money wisely, spend your money wisely, and get out. That's just the name of the game. So I'm going to cover the first things you need to do if you want to become a truck driver. First of all, you got to go to an accredited school and get the proper training. Don't go to some of these 4-week schools that offer a little training. It's no good. So you're better off going to like a school called Allstate, a place like that, which is 6 months training. You get more in-depth training in those schools. In your state, whatever, look for an accredited school. Also, when you're looking for a school, obviously the cost and stuff like that. They offer financial aid, things like that. So that's the first thing. Second thing, go to your local DMV and pick up a CDL study book or whatever they got. Read up on it as much as you can. So that way, if you read up on it, you're ahead of the game. You're doing great. So first of all, you got to go to an accredited school. They offer the best training. You may pay a little more, but hey, it'll pay off in the long run than these 4-week schools. Now you get to the school, you registered everything, you got your financial aid and all other bit. So the next thing you do, you gotta go. Yeah, unfortunately, you gotta go for a piss test, drug test, just like anywhere else. They check your background, things like that, and mostly the driving schools that I've been to, you normally gotta have your license for like a year or 2 years. But ask them. So anyway, after you can afford it or whatever, pass your test, your drug test, you're ready to get started, and just do what they say. Learn as much as you can, and just go ahead and just go for it, and don't quit and don't give up. Because I went to the trucking school, and a lot of students, fellow students, I should say, they just gave up and quit because it was too hard. I mean, if you want to really get into it, don't quit. Just keep on doing it. Like I said, trucking is a lifestyle. It's part of life. So go to school, register and all that stuff. Pay attention to what they say, and you get classroom time and you get over-the-road time. So again, learn as much as you can about everything. And during your school, you're going to get recruiters from different companies. I mean, what they do, they offer you a sales pitch saying you want to make $50,000-$60,000 a year, which it's not true. I mean, even your school recruiter will say you will make that kind of money first year. It's not always the case. Hey, you might get lucky and work for a local company and get paid. You may get paid that kind of money, but normally in the norm, if you're starting off, you ain't gonna make that kind of money. So that's the first line right there to tell you. Trust me, I know. So that's just like, again, pay attention to the instructors. Learn as much as you can, like I said before. And at this time, if you haven't done already, you want to, even if you, before you start the school or during the school, get your permit. Study. Get your permit. If you want your hazmat and tankers and things like that. Normally, the school I went to was Allstate. So normally, if you get your permit during the school, they'll pay for those tests. Last time I went to a motor vehicle place, they charge like almost $100 per test. So I don't know how much it is now. It might be up. So normally the school will pay for that stuff, but starting off, I took the combinations. I didn't really get any specific endorsements, so I just had the combinations. You gotta take a air test or whatever, like air brakes test and things like that. So it's, once you study, it's pretty easy. You gotta know the pre-trip. You gotta know the hours of service. You gotta understand the map, how to read a map, how to navigate. State to state, interstate, intrastates, things of that nature. Trip planning, everything. So, well, this is my first episode of 18 Wheeler, and you're more than happy to subscribe or leave a comment. If anything that I left out, please comment as well. So this is Derek Diesel. Take care, and more episodes to follow. Peace.